Well, it appears 7:19 and agents have arrived.
Some of them anyway. Let's get right out live to Coast Guard Island, Alameda. KRON 4's Joey Horta there in the midst of the protests. Joey.
Guys, the Coast Guard station here has become very escalated outside the entrance with a very large group of protesters. And yes, we can confirm Customs and Border Protection agents have just arrived here moments ago. And as they did, the crowd really was blocking their entrance to the bridge behind me, which is how you get to Coast Guard Island. They surrounded the federal agents' vehicles. The agents, one of them got out wearing camouflage, including a helmet, shouting, telling these protesters to get out of the way, that they were going to move forward. If you don't get out of the way, they're not going to stop their vehicles. They're going to keep moving. At that point, those protesters just surrounded those vehicles. They kept pushing through with the vehicles. Then we heard two flashbangs go off quite loud. One of the people who was right in the middle of that came out full of powder, a powdery substance that came from that explosion. Again, set off, it appears to have been by these federal agents. And you can hear as they get out of the way and see what this looks like right now as this protest continues to grow. There are now faith leaders who are out here from multiple denominations who are calling for ICE to back off. Obviously, we're seeing the opposite happen as these agents have just arrived. And you can see this is now blocking completely traffic. These are presumably Coast Guard personnel arriving to duty, and the roadways are blocked in every direction for quite some distance right now. That's been going on for about an hour. These folks are upset, again, that the Trump administration has deployed federal agents at this point, arriving, we can confirm, in the last few minutes here in Alameda, or rather in Oakland, arriving to Coast Guard Island, which is right next door to Alameda. Back to you.
So wait, so if you would have a photographer go over to the crowd again, and we can watch that and just ask you a few more questions about what's going on. So these cars have no way to get through. There's no local, city, county, law enforcement of any type keeping the streets clear. So when those, oh wow, look at that backup. Okay, so that's just going to be at a standstill until somebody lets traffic go through. There's no law enforcement of any kind doing
so Daria,
anything.
earlier.
Yeah.
Right. So, Daria, earlier we saw Coast Guard security out here helping move protesters out of the way so that traffic could get through this location and get over to Coast Guard Island.
Yeah.
In the last few minutes after those federal agents arrived and the flashbangs went off and things really got heated, they stopped doing that. They stopped moving protesters out of the way. So it's been at a standstill after we saw about 10, 15 federal agents, some in marked vehicles, some unmarked, going through very quickly to speed through this location. And I'm telling you, it looks like about maybe 150, 200 people or more out here. Hard to get a number by looking at it, but the crowd is certainly growing.
Wait, what are the cops that are on the other side of the crowd? I saw them wearing black.
USCG, U.S. Coast Guard officers in
you broke up there, but you said something about cops. There have been zero local law enforcement out here. We did see someone in tactical gear, helmet, wearing camouflage, who was the one who was saying, get out of the way, or basically you're going to get run over. Yeah, and then I wonder what if it was a tear gas kind of thing, or did the guy who got hit by that powdery thing, did he appear affected in any way, like his eyes, or how are they going to break that crowd up with that flashbang? Yeah. It did look like that. He is being treated right now, it looks like, by some of his friends at this point. He was having trouble seeing as he was walking away from the scene here. We're going to try to go talk to him and see exactly how he's feeling now, but it certainly did affect him, and it was effective, though, in dispersing the crowd for those federal agents to get through.